the power to speak? Where does it actually come from? The power to share your truth. This is something that I've been doing my entire life, especially in my work. I get up on camera a lot, and it's something that I thrive in, just being authentic on camera and sharing my truth. But guys, I have struggled so much with this in my life. You won't believe, for every video that I make in my life, how many hours I've spent in my life doubting the shit out of myself, or not speaking, or not sharing. And there's still so many things I want to share in my life that I simply haven't, although I will very soon. And the reason why this holdback comes, this reason why this judgment of yourself comes, is because of a schism inside of our brain that's deeply rooted in this idea that the authority in the world lies outside of you. You're not powerful. You don't have authority, innate authority inside of you. So who are you to speak? Who are you to share? And guys, I'm not just talking about getting up in front of camera or speaking. This is also for you if you want to do anything in your life. You want to start a business, you want to write a book, you want to step into any kind of position where that would seem like you have an authority, right? Because you want to go outside of the bounds of your limited reality, but there's fear and insane amounts of judgment, because it is insane, and shame telling you, who are you to step out of the limited bounds of who you've known yourself to be? Who are you to share? Who are you to speak? Who are you to be knowledgeable on that? Who are you to blah, 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 all right? It's very interesting. To get through this, we got to understand where it comes from. First, it's that program that authority is outside of you. It's not inside of you. And secondly, it's, well, if you haven't noticed, speaking your truth has kind of been a dangerous profession on this planet for a very long time. Still to this day, including with some recent events that are happening on our planet. Sharing the actual truth is kind of dangerous. People will throw rocks at you. People will kill you. People will imprison you. It's really only been the past 100 years or so that it's been kind of okay, and not everywhere on the planet. It's only kind of like been in the West where it's been okay for people to speak and write books about their opinions about life and government and the world and religion and spirituality. For thousands of years, if you did that, you would be called a heretic. You would be burned at the stake. You would be hung, tortured to death, all kinds of things. So if you're feeling afraid to share yourself out there in a way in the world, just give yourself a little bit of a break, okay? We are living on an insane planet. We have for a very long time, but it's changing right now. And those of us who feel called to share know this. If you're feeling the call to share, the call to speak, the call to step into your medicine, it's coming from a place beyond all that fear. It means a part of you registers all that fear and says, you know what? I don't really care. I'm going to speak anyway, because I'm unlimited. I am deathless, birthless. I am the unlimited source consciousness, and I've come here to know myself as that. And I don't care what is placed in front of me. I have faith in myself. I have faith in God to share, no matter what. And that's power. That's the true divine power. But just because you're connected to it doesn't mean that you get to skip the fact that you are in an animal body with an animal nervous system that is very rooted in those traumatic patterns. This is why it's important to learn about transmutation and about healing, to actually move through those layers, to be able to step into your own divine power and start sharing and start living the life that you actually want to do, to live, and to actually lead from that place. And the reason why I share all this is because when you understand that, then it makes actually the process of sharing and moving through this stuff a heck of a lot more fun. Because that's where this whole idea that the authority is outside of me starts to collapse. And you start to see that you sharing, you starting to speak, you starting to go out there into the world and share yourself in whatever way that you want to share yourself is a part of your healing process. And by you doing it, you get permission for other people to heal that within themselves as well. And you start to heal the whole planet through your vocation, through your mission, through your work. And it's awesome. And when these pockets of fear and doubt and shame arise, you can start to see it for what it really is. And this is where I can offer the biggest framework shift that has helped me. The idea is essentially when you feel this inkling to share, right? You will feel this contraction around your throat. You will feel doubt, shame, pain, despair. Like, who am I? And it's again, it can be very, very convincing. And if you're new to how to transmute these fields very quickly, then check out my other video, which I recently posted on how to ship these negative fields so quickly that it feels like cheating. That's a bombshell video. It's very, very, very important. But they'll be very convincing, these fields of despair. And the way this might show up is as procrastination, or, I don't know, or, I don't know what to do, or who am I? It'll just be this and really convincing feeling of I'm a piece of shit and I really don't know. You start to feel the blood rushing out from your muscles and more to the back of your head as the other part of your I forgot what that nerve is called, but it starts to activate the part that wants to shrink and make you more acceptable to society. It will come in. And it usually will start with a thought of like, who am I to share about this topic, even though this thing in my life is totally fucked up? This is where the schism comes in. Who am I to teach people about guitar if I'm really not that great myself? Who am I to speak about speaking if I haven't spoken in a while? Who am I to teach about blood law if I have no evidence that I'm even have that figured out in my own life? And guys, that is the false program. That is the false matrix. That is all built on the authority is outside of me. Pay attention to this, okay? This is important. If the authority is outside of you, that would then mean that only the authority can authorize you to be an authority. Makes sense. And if you look at it, the entire school system, education system is based on that. Oh, you want to be so-and-so, you want to heal people, come into our program, we'll give you a certificate. And now we'll create laws and jurisdictions all around you being a doctor, and you have to obey and do our thing. And especially when it comes to these kind of circumstances, you're allowed to do this and not. Welcome to hell. Welcome to the prison of our own minds. Welcome to institutionalization, and welcome to domination. This is how the matrix is designed. But it is not the blueprint. It is not God's blueprint. It is not the divine blueprint. It is not the world that we have come here to inherit. The real world, the real power is actually within us. It is within you. And it has a very different idea of propagating. It is actually your blueprint. Okay. It is actually who you were meant to be. That's why you feel this urge to do something great in the first place, to share yourself, to step into your truth into your first place, because you feel it. It feels right. It feels like, oh, maybe something else is possible for me. But the program comes in that says, no, authority is outside of you. That creates a contraction in the system, and your body starts to feel fear, or you call it fear. And because we haven't learned how to relate with that, we back off and go, oh my God. And also because the trauma is there from previous lifetimes of enslavement on this planet and being raped, tortured, and burned for speaking your truth as well. The opportunity is to meet that field fully, to go fully into it, and to ask yourself, what else is possible? Maybe I want to teach guitar because the divine has a lesson on guitar for me as well. This is big, okay? This will change everything. Maybe I want to speak about speaking because also I want to learn about it. And that's how God teaches. That's how the divine actually teaches. Maybe all of it is actually within me. And by sharing what's coming to me, I'm learning as well. It's coming for me and it's coming for others as well. And maybe I'm feeling this massive fear about doing it because I get to overcome that fear. And overcoming that fear or that shame inside of my own being is going to give other people permission to overcome it as well. You following me here? The old program says, no, before you speak, you must go to the institution to get a certificate that tells you you have the right to speak, and only then you have the right to speak. But the divine program is, because you want to speak, we'll bring up all the fear in you that you get to free and liberate for humanity. Because you feel this fear, you have the right to speak. Because you feel this tightness, it's a gift for you to breathe through. And once you breathe through it, You can talk about how you breathe through it. You won't even have to say anything. People will just know it in your eyes because you're free of it. And now you're sharing freedom that's coming through you. Freedom wants to come through you. Freedom is what you are. Freedom wants to move into your life. Freedom wants to move into your money, into your business, into your health, into your love life. Freedom wants to move through you. But it doesn't usually appear like, hey, I'm free. It usually appears like, fuck, I wanted to do that thing, but now I really don't think I should do it. If you buy into it, well, welcome to hell. You're just running the same program over and over again. But if you notice, wow, I'm actually feeling quite terrified. I really feel ashamed about wanting to share and speak. This is kind of interesting. What if I do it anyway? Now you're shifted the program. You're starting to shift it. It's that moment in the Matrix when...
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
It's that moment. That is the moment where you start to believe. That is the moment where you start to shift the program. That is the moment where you allow the higher power to actually start to move through you. But don't be fooled. It's moving through you. You're not egoically achieving anything. You're just moving out of the way. You're moving out of the way. You're letting yourself feel the darkness. You're letting yourself fear the limitation, and you're moving anyway. And another pocket of limitation will come up. And usually what I found is the stronger the impulse, the stronger the vision, the stronger the world-changing implications of what you might share or what might come through you, the stronger the darkness that comes to meet it. Because the darkness isn't actually in the way of it. It's not trying to oppose it. It's just what is waiting to be transmuted inside of you to become that great strength. If you want to become a great writer, you will meet the motherload of writer's block on the way. It's guaranteed. Okay, it's just absolutely guaranteed. You will meet the motherload of writer's block. And you might go, well, and the writer's block will have a ugly face. It will have a terrorizing face. It will tell you not just that you don't have any ideas, that you're a piece of shit, your book isn't worth writing anyway, this is all hopeless, there's no way out. Might as well go off the hill, go off and shoot yourself. It'll tell you all kinds of things. But it's your friend. It's your ally. You meet that monster. You meet it in the face. You feel it fully. You love it. And you do it anyway. Because everything that monster is everything that all of humanity has been buying into for millennia that have kept them enslaved. And so you get the opportunity, if it is coming to you, the calling to share, the calling to start your journey, the calling to begin your great project, to write, to speak, to share your truth, your medicine on this planet, you got the opportunity to transmute that through your body for the rest of humanity. It is part of the process. It is part of the process. It's necessary. It's mandatory. So if you're watching this and you have been sitting on the edge of doing something, or perhaps you've already started it, and you're feeling that pain, that suffering, that part of you that says you're not enough, that you can't do it, if you're feeling the encroachment of anxiety and fear coming upon you, convincing you that this isn't the way forward, don't buy into it. It's part of the process. If you feel not enough, if you feel absolutely compelled to believe that you don't know enough, you're not ready, blah, 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 it's part of the process. I'm not saying don't learn more stuff. It's important to learn, and you can seek out mentors and authority figures to learn. I'm not saying totally disconnect yourself from that, but go within. You're ready. You're ready right now to share. You're ready to speak. You're more powerful than you have ever imagined. And by you stepping into that, you give permission for other people to do the same. Everything appearing negative on your path, it's just a part of the process. It is a pocket of energy that you're here to liberate, a pocket of disempowerment that you can turn into empowerment. You can meet it fully. You can aikido your way into a more whole part of yourself, the part of you that's actually always been there, the part of you that the whole world is waiting for. Thanks so much for watching. And if you'd like assistance with this, I want to go deeper into this, check out the links down below if you want to work with me one-on-one. There's also an upcoming group training I am launching right now. Check that out. It's all about how to step into your divine power and to transmute that and to step into the transmission that you've actually come here to share with the world, be it just speaking, being in video, or whatever it is you want to do in your life that requires the full, powerful you, and you've been having challenges stepping into that. You'll love what's in store in that program. Links down below, and see you next time.